Hey guys, back with another World of Kings video today. Man, I told you guys that I will keep uploading every single day. So thank you guys for tuning in again. And today, as you've seen, I'm going through the dungeon guides. Okay, so I got you guys. I know it's a little confusing for new players and so on. So hopefully this video will help you guys out to understand the dungeon a little bit more, the dungeon content a little bit more. And what to do in this game, because most of you guys are probably either max level already or still leveling up, and you guys are probably doing dungeons. So let me explain this in depth how it works, okay, at the best of my ability. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, or if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments. Go ahead. Now, the dungeons basically work in a way that you daily have stamina. You will have 150 stamina, and the stamina will store itself. So let's say you didn't play for a day, right? It will store itself, so you will have more stamina to use the next day. So you will never lose the stamina, okay? If you miss a day of dungeoning, so which is super nice. All right, so if you are busy a day, you can always come back and just run the dungeons the other day. Now, again, I mentioned this before, but depending on the dungeon you run, you will use, as you can see here, the loot costs bread. Alright, so if you run normal, it will cost 10, or stamina, I'm gonna call it like bread, guys, to make it easier. Okay, so it costs bread 10 for normal, 15 for adventure. Adventure is obviously harder, but you get better rewards. Alright, all dungeons go for all the same challenge dungeons. Okay, and here you will get, as you can see, if you do adventure, you'll get legendary shards, which you need for your weapon. You get legendary items, which you need for your weapon, to upgrade it, to get it in the first place, and then upgrade that weapon. And the normal one will give you gear. Obviously, you need gear to get stronger, to do the higher challenging content. Now, let's say you used up all your bread. Okay, you completed your dungeons. Now, before we go on, make sure you guys are doing the hardest dungeon you can, depending on your level. And let's say, alright, let's just say, assume that you guys, let's say you have chest plates, right, but you do not have helmets. Make sure you guys go back and run those dungeons where you need helmets. You get all the pieces you need for your armor. It's very important that you're fully geared for the more challenging content. And I just noticed you can drop the Go Chaos Stallion if you want to farm for that in this dungeon. Pretty cool. I did not see that. But yeah, again, once you have used up your bread and done your adventure dungeons, you can still run them. It doesn't stop you from running these dungeons. You can still keep going. You will not get any more loot, but you will get friendship points, which you can use in another shop. I think it's around reputation shop and so on. Now, Overlord, after you're done with the challenge, it has nothing to do with the Overlord dungeons. The Overlord dungeon does not use any bread. You can run as many as you want. And here is the thing with the Overlord dungeons. You will get different rewards. You can see here. It's a weekly first competition. And then, what's most important about this is that you will get these chests, alright? Now, as you remember in my last video, I talked about opening chests. If you buy that monthly subscription thing, you will get another chance. You get another slot to open another chest. You can open 2 at the same time. But if you can't, opening 1 is fine too. I think this probably will take 12 hours to open. But basically how it works is, if you run it on hard, you will get a low amount of points by doing the hard dungeon, weekly score. Now, you will have to run, let's say you run hard and you get 200 points, alright, per hard dungeon. I think you get a little bit more, I'm not sure. And then you will have to run 10 of them to get to 2000 to get the silver treasure. And then you have to run even more to get to this chest, and then even more to get to this chest. Now, if you can only do hard, you're not geared enough to do incubus and so on, you can get this chest, but basically spamming a lot of hard dungeons. It will take longer, of course, but you will get this chest. So even if a team is doing incubus and you're doing hard, you can still get the 10,000 chests. So you don't have to worry. And again, incubus is the hardest one so far. This will open in 17 days. Well, by the time we should be pretty good geared. But yeah, so if you run Incubus, of course you will get a better weekly score. I think around 500 plus points. You only have to run like 10, 9, 10 Incubus a week to get this chest. Now, as you can see up here, there's 3 different dungeons, and then it will be randomized. So if you go into one, you can get a chance to get Evil Mansion, Iron Hold, whatever. And it's also crossover matchups, so you can queue with. If you're on EU, you can queue with NA. So maybe if you tell your friend in NA, be like, yo, I'm gonna queue up now, you queue up too. Maybe you have a chance to get him in the team. But here you can see the next dungeons coming out, and here, down here, dungeon futures. Very important that you guys read this before you run. So depending on the dungeon futures, the hard one will have this debuff always happening. So it will leave a pool behind an enemy when they get eliminated. And then here, the harder you get, the more dungeon futures they will add. And then next week you can check the other dungeon futures. So this is like content you can run every day, every week. There's a leaderboard for this too. If you're running super fast and so on and competing, you can compete with others. It's super nice. Then you have the raid. I'm very I don't know much about this, alright? But for what I understand is that once you complete this, the gears will go to guild auction. I can't be wrong on this, but that's what I heard. Then you can bid the gear right there. But I think you also receive some rewards by doing this. But don't quote me on this. I'm not sure if you guys know more information about this, because I have not run a raid yet, okay? Because we didn't have enough people in the beta. But yes, this is the raid. Raid's gonna be super fun. You need like 25 players, and this is very important, right? I know this says you need 2 tanks, 5 healers, and rest DPS. But you need those if you want to cross server queue. If you want to queue cross server, your team has to contain of this, or they will not let you queue cross server. However, you can run this if you make a team yourself. You can run this with less healers, less tanks, and so on, and more DPS. You can do that, but of course you will most likely not make it. But if you're a good player and you know what you're doing, it is possible. Okay, you can read here, right here. At least 2 tanks, recommended, so you don't have to do it, but you have to do it if you're cross server queuing. I will make videos on these raids, of course, when I get there. Then you have daily events. These are just like EFK events that you can do. You can go to these events. You have a chance to get pets right here. A small dragon pet will give you some stats. Now, a lot of people are asking about the revive thingy. You can revive in dungeons, but to revive in dungeons, you need a pet, okay? Pet to revive in dungeons, alright? If you do not have a pet, you cannot revive in dungeons. Very important. So make sure you guys do your story quests and get those pets. So that's basically on dungeons, man. This is what you need to do to get gear. And once you're here, I'm on the wrong thing. Here you get your gear. You want to get the best gear you can, and collect those shards. Let me find where is the, is it in inventory? Yeah, here. So here, once you complete this, you will have a chance to drop legendary shards like I showed you. Depending on your luck, of course, if you have good luck, you will keep dropping the shards like crazy. And right now, as you can see, my weapon is on phase 2. Alright? But you will get you want to get the phase 1 first. So you find the weapon for your class, and then you save up these shards to get them. As you can see, I already got 2 dragon's crystals, and I need to drop these shards, and you get them through Overlord dungeons. Okay, dragon crystal you can get through also Overlord. Wait, I thought you got those 2 reputation too. But yeah, basically this is how you get the legendary weapon. Of course, legendary is the best weapon in game, and once you get the legendary weapon, you want to keep upgrading it. So go to phase 2. It will tell you, see, as you can see down there, it increases the amount of shards you will need. You get the Primal Heart 2 reputation. I have not unlocked the reputation yet because I'm slacking my quest, but I will do that. So let's see here. Can I get this? So can Can I level this up? Use every 5 shard. I don't have. So you need 5 shards, huh? To get this hammer shard. And how many do you need? Do you only need 1? Okay, I'm not quite sure about this, but I'm not sure if you only need 1 shard or if you need more than that. But it looks pretty cool. It gets all shiny and stuff. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Of course, when I get more information and so on the legend gear, I will let you guys know. Yeah, I got your back, man. I'm gonna keep uploading these guides. I hope they're helpful. If they are, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you sub if you haven't. I'm gonna keep uploading every day. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this game when it's fully released. If you guys are wondering about this character is from beta. I am not playing this character. I'm not level 60. It is deleted. I'm gonna start fresh like you guys and experience the game. It's gonna be a fun time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye, guys.